Hey everyone, Tin Man here, back with some more Dota Underlords. Currently playing ranked mode. Let's see. Let's pick up a Shadow Demon first pick. How about that? A new unit, new in the big update. He is a Heartless Demon with a pretty cool demonic purge ability. Purges targets, slows them down, breaks their passives. Just does a lot of really good things. Does a lot for a one-cost unit. So we're playing Hobgen today, the Underlord, the Arson Aficionado. I do think a Nesix is a little bit more of a popular Underlord. We see a lot of our opponents are on a Nesix today. Only one other one is on Hobgen. Definitely a Nesix is more popular and honestly sometimes a bit more powerful. But I think I want to play Hobgen because the jail for today consists of Abaddon and Arc Warden, which are kind of two of the key units towards like a Knight's build, and the Arc Warden towards like a Warrior kind of build, that both of which are like some of a Nessix's main strength is in those builds. Whereas the builds that Hobgen is best in, like mages or hunters, aren't really affected by today's jail quite as much. So I think today I'm going to be going with Hobgen. So not the greatest pack 2 here. I would pick up Magnus. I think Magnus is quite good. I like Brutes a lot, but unfortunately Treant Protector is probably the best Brute, or at the very least the best early/mid-game Brute, and he is currently in jail today, so we won't be able to play him, so I don't think Brutes are all that viable without him, so I'm going to avoid Brutes for right now. Let's pick up the Gloves of Haste. I'm not really a big fan of these tier 2 items, the Force Staff or the Blink Dagger. I think Gloves of Haste is just good, efficient, just always going to be useful. Here we see another Anti-Mage. We also see a Beastmaster Tiny. There's a lot of Assassins in this pack, but I really like Beastmaster. Let's probably stick to the Assassins. I think Assassins are pretty reasonable, right? I think they're pretty reasonable. Let's sell off probably the Enchantress to pick up the Nyxess, and I might even sell off the Shadow Demon post-combat here to pick up the Tiny, because I think Tiny's stun is very valuable as well. We could also go towards like a Primordials build. I know typically 2 and 4 Primordials aren't all that great, but up to 6 Primordials can be quite good. Ooh, this is a lot of good choices. Target Buddy, Smuggler, and Celebratory Murdergong are all great. I gotta pick the Smuggler. It feels like it got buffed in the big update, which is crazy because Smuggler is already a top tier item, and there's our Anti-Mages. Perfect. It felt like it got buffed because of the way that the higher tier creep rounds work. Starting on round 35, normally you have I guess the rounds from round 30, 40, like 30 and onward, all got their odds buffed. They basically they applied Smuggler to the old bonus. And so if you get Smuggler again, you kind of doubly apply that. And then starting on round 30 with Smuggler, you have the chance of getting a tier 5 item, which previously wasn't achievable until round 35 with Smuggler, or round 40 naturally. So just on the whole, it means that you're going to get the higher tier items even faster, even more consistently with Smuggler. And that's what makes it really appealing. So I do like the Beastmaster a lot. We obviously passed on one earlier. I'm seeing there's another player on Hunters. And I don't really want to sell off anything to pick him up anyway. So let's just pick up the Enchantress to keep our options open here. I do like Assassins. I haven't played too terribly much of them. We see one other person on Assassins, one person on Nyx Assassin, one person already has the Assassin buff. But we are the only ones with 2-star Assassins so far, so I think that plays into our favor a little bit. No, there's a Queen of Pain here. That's pretty good. I'm just thinking if I could sell up to get interest. Not really. Let's just take the Queen of Pain, put that in. I think she's going to be better as a 1-star than Morphling is, just ever so slightly. I'll pick up the Crystal Main as well. I'm not a big fan of Scrappies in the current meta. They've been in jail for the past couple days, so I haven't had too many chances to play with them. Like one of the core Scrappies, either Clockwork, Timbersaw, or Tinker, has been in jail so many of these days, so I haven't played with it too terribly much. But even so, I think I just prefer 6 mages rather than scrappy mages in a lot of cases. if that's what we end up with. Alright, so we're on a good, well, two round win streak. That's as best we can do right now. We're about to level up to level 4, so who do we want to put in? Another assassin, or we could put in like Pudge as just like a tanky frontliner with big 2,000 health, or a squishier but possibly higher damage dealer unit like Morphling. I think I'm leaning towards the Pudge at the moment. Just want to give my guys a little bit more time to get that DPS out. I'm not the biggest fan of trying to get a 3-star anti-mage. I mean, he can work, but I think I'm going to sell off for interest here. So I think I'm going to sell off like this to get up to 10 gold. I think I still might want to go towards Tiny, and I just think trying to invest into a 3-star anti-mage at this point is a little bit of a long shot, and maybe not the most valuable thing we could be doing. Especially because the jail today does not have any assassins in it, which means we're going to have our pick of a lot of late game assassins like Slark, Phantom Assassin, Templar, Faceless Void. So we don't necessarily need to have that particular one-cost assassin. Looks like we're going to lose here. Yeah, we could not quite take him out. We're not going to take too much damage. Oh, that's a 2-star Weaver, yeah. That guy can deal some damage. 2 stars at this point in the game are quite strong. And then after combat here, we'll just pick up just everybody. Not a big fan of Legion Commander at the moment. I love the idea. I think Legion Commander is like an awesome idea with the champion bonus and the duel, but the reality of the situation is that her stats are just really low. 1,000 health is just like nothing. 37 DPS is garbage. I mean, compared to like a 1-star unit, Nyx Assassin has higher health and higher DPS. Like, I'm just not really interested in trying to invest that much gold into it, even to get it up to 2-star, to get to that point. So instead, I think I'm just going to sell off, stay at 10 gold of interest. Another thing that's changed in the patch, you have to use your free rerolls pretty much right away. I'm typically in the habit of saving them from the previous patch, but I do have to use it this turn, which means I'm not going to buy any of these because I'm not thrilled about them. If I was going Hunters, Lycan's quite good, Io is quite good as well, but looks like we're going more towards either mages or assassins, so we're going to see what this pack holds. Doesn't hold anything for us, really. I guess we pick up Nature's Prophet, which goes towards like a mage's build. Kind of. Not a big fan of Knights today because Abaddon is out, which means that the Heartless bonus is not achievable. With the Knights build, at least not easily achievable. And that's a big part of the build because Knights are mostly based on physical damage, so you really do want to get that Heartless bonus. So I'm not a big fan of Knights today. I think Knights are quite good in the current meta, but just not today's meta, you know? That's the thing with the jail, is every day you got to be constantly adjusting and updating your understanding of the game. At least a little bit. I mean, it's not a huge adjustment. So I'm going to sell off these Knights, and then I could sell off some other units to... You know, I just don't know if we're actually going to end up in mages or assassins. I could have sold off to 20, but I wasn't sure if I want to go for mages, which Nature's Prophet brings me towards mages, a Slark brings me towards assassins. So I'm really not sure. That's why I was hesitating on selling off the Lina and the Puck. Lina is quite good with the Hobgen, just because her ability sets people on fire. The Laguna Blade sets them on fire. I realize that you can't quite read that because of the poor positioning there, but Laguna Blade sets opponents on fire, and that means Hobgen generates more hype, and just Hobgen is good with the mage compositions. So that's why I'm like trying to hold on to them and think, okay, maybe that's the option. Especially with so many other people going assassins, I don't necessarily want to compete with 2 other opponents looking at some variant on assassins here. So, unless I get, a couple really good units like a 2-star Nyx Assassin, 2-star Slark, or something along those lines, then maybe. Sorry if you hear those like beeping outside. I think they're doing construction outside my window, so that's not very fun. I think we're going to sell off to get up to interest. So I'm going to sell off the Enchantress and the Slark here. I think we're going to ditch out of Assassins. It was a nice early thought. but the reality is there's too many people competing for it. We don't have the greatest of starts for it, and more I'm looking around, no one's really looking at mages, so maybe we have a clear shot to like a magic damage dealing composition, which is pretty good with Hobgen. We can pick up the Queen of Pain, can use the free reroll, we have to use that right away. We want to pick up the Morphling, he's another good magic damage dealer. We can like Morphling, Queen of Pain plus Nature's Prophet, along with 6 mages or something along those lines. Some combination of those. And let's say, oh, yeah, we're going to lose here, but hopefully not by too terribly much. Oh, I hope we die before this guy's gone. Oh, I don't know if I took damage from that. I don't think I did. Okay, that was kind of nice. Alright, let's buy this Morphling. Now we've got a lot of pairs. We've got pair of Queen of Pain, pair of Morphling, pair of Nature's Prophet. I know we sold off a Crystal Maiden earlier. I'm not terribly upset about that. You do want Crystal Maiden in most mage builds. Let's pick up... I just think Burning Down the House is just like the most efficient in this tier. Pyrotechnics can be good with mage compositions, just to generate some extra mana, but it's not always the most useful. Alright, so there's a tiny... I think that's obviously just better than Pudge. We're moving away from ever wanting really a Heartless bonus here. I don't... Oh no, Ogre Magi is in jail today, so I do need Razor to complete the Mage bonus. So I'll have to pick that up. I'll have to pick up the Puck, and then I'm going to use the free reroll right after this. It does go away at the end of the creep round, so you do have to use it really right away. So we'll do that, but I want to like utilize the board space, which I'll have plenty of time because I'll have the option when I need to pick my item. We can, there'll be a bit of extra time. Am I going to lose this? I think I will because he doesn't kill the small golem. Unfortunately, the way the burn works is the burn does not actually kill off a unit. It'll bring it down very low, but it won't actually kill it off. I can't believe we lost that. That was pretty crazy. Well, we're probably not going to lose it anymore. Now that we got a 2-star Morphling, we can probably replace this Nyx Assassin. I guess maybe we didn't need to sell him off, but we probably don't want him anyway. Well, we got a good item anyway. Arcane Boots is perfectly reasonable for this type, for an eventual mage composition. We can leave it on Morphling for right now because he's probably going to be up in front. And let's throw in a second Queen of Pain, I guess. We'll still be playing Assassins for a little bit, but eventually we do want to move away from them. Is it possible for me to get up to 30 gold this turn? You know, I think I'm going to sell off these Nature's Prophet. I'm thinking I want to run like 6 mages and then like 2 other damage dealers, right? So Morphling plus like Dragon Knight is probably my preferred combo, or maybe Queen of Pain. The big problem there is that you know, Nature's Prophet just doesn't necessarily fit into all of that idea. This person's leveled up to 6, that's why we're getting beat up, and they're pretty darn tanky, so that's understandable. We're on a bit of a losing streak here, but I'm not overly concerned because I think we're in an uncontested strategy that I think will scale pretty well going into the later portions of the game. We've got a couple pairs as well. I got a pair of Queen of Pain, pair of Puck. So as soon as we get those completed, we should be in pretty good shape. Taking a look around the table, looks like the other Hobgen player also picked up Burning Down the House. I don't really want any of these units. We probably could have gotten it close to a 3-star anti-mage by now, but with how many other people are contesting Assassins, I just wasn't interested. Use our reroll. Don't get anything. Dang. Alright, let's just resell this Slarder and get back up to 40 gold. We're just going to play the income game, the interest. Some people leveled up to 6, and we might lose to them. We might lose them a little bit hard, actually, but I think it'll be worth it, you know, if we take a hit or two just to make sure we get our gold total up and just be well prepared for the later stages of the game. I'm not sure if we win this, but even if we lose, it's not going to be by a ton. Or maybe it will, actually. We haven't quite killed these people. Oh no! All 5 other guys that lived, they were so low. We just need one more AoE there. Yeah, only one of the Queen of Pains really cast. Or if the other one did it, it didn't deal very much. Alright, well. Another anti-mage, classic. Alright, let's use the free reroll. Another Morphling, who we kind of do want. Man, 4 people on Hunters, 2 people on Assassins, only 1 on Warriors. And it's kind of like a Warrior Brute composition. Yeah, I think Mages is the right choice for us. It's just, can we get it together in time? I think I'm going to kind of bunch into a corner to hopefully kind of funnel more attacks on Tiny rather than having Morphling get it focused down. That's a 3-star Enchantress already. Well, that's much better than my 1-star... My 1-star Queens of Pain. Oh boy. This is gonna hurt. Well, on the bright side, we're about to be above 50 gold, and I'm gonna start rerolling. I have been losing, but not by so terribly much that I've been like in panic mode. To start instantly rerolling and wasting interest here. Oh, it's not the creep round yet. It'll be around 14. Starting up here. What is going on? Nothing towards mages. There's a puck. Alright, so let's put in puck, and then I could go up to mages, but then I'd have to cut a 2-star unit. Let's just wait. If we keep our losing streak for one more round, I think that's okay. I think post round 15, we're going to start pumping our gold into levels up, and we'll get the mage bonus online, and then that should probably start winning, or at the very least losing by very minimally, if we are still losing at that point. Hoping we can start winning though after that round. We might lose this round, and I've just kind of accepted that yeah, I'm not gonna really try to win this round. Okay. That's kind of what I thought. Take 8. Alright, we're below 50. It's a little bit of a dicey spot, but mages have a very strong late game, so I'm not going to be overly concerned. Creep round coming up, so we'll do this flip. I'm actually going to level up for the creep round, just because I'm going to have an excess gold and not waste. I'm not going to like waste my gold by doing that. Let's put in the razor here, just to get the mage bonus. Yeah, like that. So that we can hopefully beat these creeps. So Hot Rod is kind of the go-to talent for a lot of Hobgen builds, but not really if you're running mages. I think I like Implosion a little bit better. It turns his single target damage, it really amplifies his damage from Explosivo. Pick up another Razor. I'm really surprised that we're not finding these things. I know we sold off Crystal Maiden, but we haven't found a 2-star Lena. We haven't found, 2-star Razor. Haven't found a Queen of Pain. I guess Queen of Pain's a little bit contested by the mages, or the assassins rather. But no matter. Yep. So we got this one. Actually, we might just level up again. I think we just like skip level 6 essentially, because we can get here and still be above 50 gold. And this is what we kind of have to do to really like turn this around. We don't want to hemorrhage too much life total, but I think the amount that we've lost is kind of acceptable. At this point, we just want to add in another Queen of Pain. Man, if I was playing a different build, Mask of Madness would be great. It's not really great in a mage build. I think I can just take another Arcane Boots. Just like get all of our spells off just instantly. It's not great. I can play the IO. IO could open up the possibility to go back into like a Primordials build. Primordials build really only comes online really late in the game because you need 2 ace units, right? You need Enigma and you need Faceless Void. And so you don't really know if it's possible to go for the full 6 Primordial builds until very late. So I'll hold on to the IO and just kind of keep that open as a possibility. Actually, it might be better than this second Morphling at this moment. All things considered. Just throw in a... because that would give me the 2-star Primordial bonus, and like... I mean, his IO himself is probably not that insane in this comp. I guess we can put it with... pair it with the Puck. Something? I don't know. Somebody who's just like... chilling in the back line, rather than everybody who's dashing around and doing all that crazy stuff. Yeah, that might be better than this 1-star Morphling. And then we go something like this. Ooh, there's a Tide Hunter. And another Morphling. So if we get a 2-star Morphling, well, that'll change some stuff again. So we have lost our Assassin buff, but I still think we just play the 2 stars that we have. Tide Hunter, pretty good, you know, frontliner. Deals magic AoE, can be better than Tiny in some cases. But not if we're running Primordials. Primordial, a full 6 Primordial build is also pretty bad today because we don't have Arc Warden available, who's obviously one of the best Primordials and a key damage dealer, but doesn't mean it's unplayable. Just, well, it might mean that no one else is going to contest it, really. Because the level 6 Primordials just double in their effectiveness again. The Eidolons go up to 2400 HP, they go up to 200 damage, so like 130 something DPS. They become quite substantial, and they actually gain 15 armor, so they're even more tanky than they seem. More than doubly tanky. So as expected, we start winning a couple rounds here after round 15 as we've kind of leveled up and kind of caught up with most of our 2 stars on board. Another IO and another Tide Hunter and a Crystal Maiden. Okay, this is a good pack for us. Let's pick up all of these. Do I want to put in... I can put in Crystal Maiden here to get the human bonus. I'm not sure if that's that relevant. Since I have the double Arcane Boots right now, I think I might just want to hold on to that as my mana generation for the moment. Because we don't need, like, so many rounds of spells to kill off everybody. I'll wait till we get them to 2-star. Ooh, level 8 on our opponent already. Jeez, that's more than I thought people would have at this point. But I guess there's 2 people on level 8, so it's not that unusual, I guess. It does feel a little bit early for level 8 to me, but I guess if you're that far ahead, it can make some sense. Their healing is just edging us out here. Yep, alright, so no win streak for us. We do take a hit for 10. Oh, jeez, that's more than I thought. I thought we were going to be winning. Oh, well, we'll get a free reroll. I guess since we're forced to play Razor, I might want to just pick up that Razor. Use the reroll. And I think because I lost, I think I might level up to 8 as well. It does cost me a point of interest, but I'm okay with that. Just to hopefully negate a little bit of the bleeding, just add another Crystal Maiden in. She deals some damage. He's got a magic damage ability, and also gives the human bonus, so you know Puck can hopefully cast a little bit more often. Like how Io just like got hooked in and then just like ran away. Survived it at very little health. That was very nice of Io. Needs to come back with the Lena. That's probably not the best option here. That being said, might be able to... probably not going to get this. Lena needs another cast, but she's just about dead here. Well, we kill off one thing. So, alright, minimal damage taken. No problem here. I hope I have enough time to buy these things. Well, I got one of them. I wanted to buy the Tiny as well, but fair enough. Alright, so we're going to pick up Friendly Fire. That deals magic damage, so it's amplified by the Mage bonus. Nothing here. I think I might sell off Io. I don't think we're actually going to go towards Primordial since Arc Warden's not in, and I think we're already like pretty firmly down the Mage path with the extra mages here. I just need to get up to 51 gold in interest. I think we're going to have to be pretty aggressive on some rerolls after this round. We really want to get up to 2 stars on, you know, hopefully some other frontliner like Tidehunter or Queen of Pain. Actually, we might just not even run Queen of Pain. If we don't have her to 2 star by now, it might just not be relevant. I don't think we want elusive bonus either. That's just, it's a little bit, it's cool. It's a cool idea, but actually we're cutting this anti-mage, so it doesn't even really work with, if we're cutting that here in a moment. Ooh. Well, with everybody else running an Essex, we kind of got really burned by that healing. I think I went Dawning Overstool. I'm a big fan of Assassin's Veil. The other tier 4 items, not so great. But Assassin's Veil is actually really nice to hopefully deny a lot of casts and abilities from your enemies. Alright, let's get that out of here. Throw this on the Morphling. Let's keep on rerolling. There's a Tidehunter. Okay, that is perfect. Let's throw that in over the IO, I guess. Yeah, let's ditch that. Okay, so still looking for Lich and Keeper of the Light. Might need to level up to 9 before we have a realistic shot of grabbing either of them, just because of the odds on the tier 4 and tier 5 units. We still have above 50 gold, so I think we're pretty reasonable. We do have the 2-star Tide, who's really good frontliner. We're also looking for like Dragon Knight, who deals good magic damage and is the 4th human, along with Keeper of Light plus Lena, Crystal Maiden. So those are kind of the things we're actively looking for at the moment. I don't know if we win this. Oh yeah, we do, okay. The bombs. Definitely gonna like one-shot her. A little bit close. If he had like just not cast the bombs and just like autoing the companion over and over again and never got to the real and Essex, that could have been bad. Alright, so there's a Dragon Knight. I think the Dragon Knight is gonna be better than just like Crystal Maiden, just as a 1-star unit. I think I still want to reroll a little bit here at this level, trying to find like a 2-star Lena or something like that. Or a 2-star Crystal Maiden. I think we're definitely off Queen of Pain though, because I think we want to go Dragon Knight as our extra unit. So we'd run like Morphling, Tidehunter, Dragon Knight plus 6 mages. I think that would be the comp at level 9. Oh, that's a 3-star Nature's Prophet in the backline. That's a little scary. I think we got this one though. Yeah. Oh, no, that was a... Io just came back. Well, that was... I'm like, oh, this is easy. And then 2 more 2-star units just appeared out of nowhere. That being said, they lined up right in our AoE range, and they just fueled more kills over to the puck. Nice. Alright, so we're kind of pulling this back together. I think we want to start saving up to go up to level 9 and then kind of go all in there, trying to find the Keeper and the Lich. But once again, we still are looking for 2 stars on these guys. I've seen so many Omni Knights. He's like not good in this composition, but he is a human. But he doesn't do anything else that you want. He just has the human tag. There's a 2-star Lena. Perfect. Okay, that's definitely the green light to kind of let this, like to stop re-rolling and just say, okay, we just got a lot stronger. We can sit back for a round or two and save up our gold and get more interest to level up. All right. Good Tiny Toss right onto the Essex. I always like Tiny Toss just because they often are going to put their Underlord in the back, and that means that, you know, the Tiny Toss is going to hit them, it's going to stun them, it's going to deny them hype because they lose hype while they're stunned, and that just delays their cast and is just good for a lot of reasons. Alright, there, an Essex almost dead. Come on, kill her off. Oh boy, are we not going to kill her? Oh, thank God. Like, she was at 1 health for so long. I don't think we win here. We don't lose by much, though. Okay, just 4. Not ideal, but not the end of the world either. There's another puck. We can use a free reroll with... That's not that detrimental to us. Somebody's a 3-star Nyx. Eesh. And down here they got 3-star Venomancer and 3-star Axe. Oh boy. Did this person really pick up their own Dawn Universe tool? Oh, they have the End of Medicine. Okay, that makes sense. I'm like, why are they doing that? They have an Essex with the healing, but I guess if you pick your own End of Medicine, that makes a bit more sense. Alright, this is round 24, so even if we take a hit here, we're going to get to a level up next round, or at the end of next round after the creep round. We'll level up to 9, and then just... If we lose here, we probably have to go all in at that point, just like spend all of our rerolls right away, just because we'll be a little too low to be cautious, you know. Looks like we're gonna win though, so not too bad. Oh yeah, nice. So we'll still have at least 31 life, and once we hopefully can get up to 6 mages, we can start to really take over this game. We're getting towards Puck and Morphling 3-star, and maybe even Razor 3-star, but that's not the greatest. Here we get to pick up Feedback Loop, so that our units can constantly gain their mana back from their abilities, and then if somebody's right up in their face, they'll also deal some damage to them by casting. It's particularly good on Morphling, but it's also pretty good on Puck, who has very low cooldown, and it just struggles to gain enough mana quickly. So now that Puck will gain mana from the cast will go out, and then like all the mana will just be right back, right away. Okay, after this creep round starts, we're just going to pump all of our gold up to get 1 away, so that we will just naturally level up, and then we'll have like 50 some gold to reroll. Probably going to reroll until I find, I don't know, some other 2-star to put in, either a Puck or Crystal Maiden, or hopefully a 2-star Dragon Knight would be nice. I think it's a little unrealistic to hope for Keeper of Light and Lich on this round, but we're going to hope to find that as soon as possible. We might rearrange a little bit, kind of move a bit more into the back here. Maybe to bait opponents into a worse position. Pull them out of their back corners. These are great. Daedalus works well on Dragon Knight. Hopefully we get him transformed into a 2-star though. Oh, Sven, that's not a Lich. I got excited for a second. There's a Keeper of the Light. There's a Dragon Knight. Okay. Okay, I like where this is going. That was a real big upgrade. Alright, let's sit here at this upgrade for the moment. We got our human buff back online. We've got double arcane boots, so Keeper of Light can still cast in a reasonable amount of time. Normally the concern is he doesn't cast very quickly, but with the human buff, with double arcane boots, I think he'll get at least his first cast off in a reasonable amount of time. He might get pudge hooked though. Hopefully not before... Yeah, he got his channel. Perfect. Perfect. Right to the top of the DPS meters, and then he dies. I don't care. Alright, do I want to go for a 3-star Tidehunter? Probably not. There's some other people going for it. No, 15 of them. Nice. I guess it doesn't hurt to pick it up here, but I probably might just sell it off. I actually don't even want to go for Tiny, right? He doesn't really fit into this. We want 6 mages plus Tide Dragon Knight Morphling. That's 9 units. So Tiny is kind of the odd man out here. We're just going to rely on Tidehunter for the CC. So I guess that maybe it does make sense to go for 3-star Tide. At the very least, it makes sense to go for 3-star Dragon Knight if we find more of them. He is exceptionally strong at 3-star. Let's keep on using some rerolls because we're still looking for, well, 2-star Morphling. 2-star Puck. I think maybe it makes sense to put this Puck in there. Faceless Void actually goes pretty well as another CC unit in this build. But I'm just going to get this Puck in there and get rid of this Tiny. Faceless Void is a pretty interesting unit because he's the ace of assassins, but he's actually not that great in assassins. He's actually much better in mage builds and in other builds that have ranged units, like mages, hunters, Mainly just those two. Sometimes warriors if you have like Arc Warden and Troll Warlord in the back line, because he's going to jump in and then all of your ranged units are going to stay back. He's going to jump into their line and stun their whole board while most of your units are untouched, like we kind of saw there. Like our Keeper of Light was just untouched for that whole stun. That being said, I think I'm just going to be happy with my 2-star Tidehunter because he also deals magic damage, and not worry too much about trying to go for a Faceless Void if we don't really have the space for it. Another Morphling. Now I'm 1 away from 3-star Morphling. Yeah, I'm going to reroll for that. Let's see if we can find a 3-star Morphling. Not really looking for 3-star Lena. That's a little too expensive for my tastes. Nothing. No Lich either. Well, we're down to 0, but I'm just really hoping we could find that Lich so we can make the transition over to 6 mages or find the Morphling as well. Could not, but I think it's appropriate to be this aggressive on rerolling just because I am a little nervous that like 1 or 2 bad fights and we're just completely gone. I just don't want to risk that. And since we don't need too many upgrades, we're really just looking for, you know, even a 1-star Lich is fine. I'm looking for, you know, 1 Morphling, 2 Pucks, and 1 Lich. I guess 1 Crystal Maiden as well. And then, like, that's all I need for, like, the rest of the game. It might not win me the game if I don't find a 2-star Lich or something like that, or a 3-star Dragon Knight. But at least give me, like, top 2 or 3, I would think, if I can find those. So I'm not, like, under so much pressure. I don't know. I am still winning. We're about to hit a creep round coming up next, so there's no chance I get eliminated before that creep round. So I think it makes sense. Like, we're not going to take 31 on this round. So I think it makes sense to actually ditch this Dragon Knight, get back above 10, and just bank a little bit more interest in this next turn or two here. I'll get interest on this turn, and then... so, like, there was a risk, like, last turn. If I lost last round by, like, 15... there was a risk that I lost this round and got eliminated before the creep round. But now there's like no chance I get eliminated before the creep round. So that's why it makes sense to sell off those units to maximize interest. Whereas typically I like trying to preserve interest at least to some extent. Or I was, sorry, the opposite. I was trying to reroll a lot because I wasn't sure that I was actually going to survive. Now I'm pretty sure I'll survive for a couple more rounds. So it makes more sense to play it a bit more greedy, trying to save our gold. Looks like we're gonna lose this because Templar Assassin's just unkillable with that meld up. But only take 2. I mean, it kind of stinks we lost our win streak, but I don't care about 2 damage. Like that's kind of whatever. All right, so looking around, we see 2 people on 6 assassins. We see us on mages. We're someone on 3rd. And then we see a bunch of people on Hunters down at the bottom of the table. Hunters are apparently not working out all that well. Also, on round 30, we get the best talent in the game. We get to keep it secret. And that is a pretty sweet ability to just silence most of the enemy's board. Let's use this free reroll because we have to. I'm not interested in 3-star Lena, so I'm going to sell off double Razors because we're just too far away from ever completing that, and get up to 20 gold for the round. And then next round, we'll just reroll all of it again because... same kind of concept that I'm going to just use this creep round as like an extra little bit of a respite to maximize interest, and then we just go right back to re-rolling, trying to find the final upgrades, the 6th mage, and that we can add in Crystal Maiden. Remember when we sold off a Crystal Maiden back on like round 4? That's really coming back to bite us at least a little bit, isn't it? We've had a pair of Crystal Maidens for so long. She's actually pretty good nowadays at 3-star. It ramps up her duration and damage per second and reduces the cooldown. So, like, if you have the option, you tend to want to get 3-star Crystal Maiden, just like you want a 3-star Puck or Morphling. But we're obviously so far away from that, it's not going to be relevant. Assault Cuirass or Radiance. Does Radiance still do magic damage? I think I just want Assault Cuirass, though. This is such an insanely powerful ability to slap on like a Tidehunter or a 3-star Morphling if I find it. There's double Lich? Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. That's absurd. Alright, still reroll. There's a 3-star Morphling. Oh my goodness, what a turn. What an insane turn. Could we possibly complete the Lich? Oh, we're still missing a 2-star Keeper of Light. I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. All right, well, this was pretty good. We've got the Morphling who's going to be dashing in and out of their whole board, so like that's why I'm fine to give the Assault Cuirass to him. And he's just going to be our tankiest member on our team with 4,000 health, so might as well double down on that tankiness. And he's initially always going to buff our team, and then he gets into the fray, and then dashes through them. Nice. Nice. Oh my goodness. What a turn. I guess that kind of makes up for what I'm saying earlier that, hey, we're not finding these things. It's taken a while to find, you know, even the 1-star Keeper of Light, to find even the 1-star Lich, and then we just get all of them all in one turn. Can't draw it up much better than that. Also, I didn't really mention that the reason we had the option of the Radiance and the Assault Cuirass was Smuggler. You know, I said earlier that Smuggler was just so incredibly powerful, and that's why. Is it just, you know, that's what it does, is it allows you to get these powerful tier 5 items as soon as round 30. And we also see that another player has gotten a Bloodthorn, so that's kind of scary. It's actually very scary, because presumably it's going to hit our Tidehunter, or maybe our Morphling. So to that end, I might just throw out this Crystal Maiden and then hope she gets 100% mana first, and then she's the one who gets Bloodthorned. Nope, it looks like Tidehunter. Oh no, she did! She did get Bloodthorned, or somebody else did. It wasn't Tidehunter. So that's ideal. we actually just went up against them. I didn't know that I was going to go up against them, but I just thought, she's a 1-star Crystal Maiden. What is she going to really do against most opponents? Might as well hedge against a potential, the best potential opponent there. And I didn't reroll on that turn because we were just 1 away from getting interest. So we will get 1 gold of interest now that we won the round. And because we were just so healthy, we still were, you know, had a lot of health total. I wasn't in 1-shot range. It's not like, oh, if I'm down at, you know, if I'm sub like 15 health, I'm just rerolling down to 0 every turn because I need to find any upgrade I could possibly find every single turn. But there I didn't need to because I had that little bit of a buffer. Let's use our reroll. I don't really think we want this Dragon Knight. I think we're actually going to sell it off, so I'm going to actually reroll. There's the Keeper of Light. So now that I found the upgrade, now it doesn't make sense to sell off the Dragon Knight because I've got... I wouldn't get back up to 10 golds. I was just going to like roll down to 6 gold, and then if I find nothing, I sell off the Dragon Knight, get back up to 10, and I still maintain my interest, or I find an upgrade like I found. So either situation, I was A-okay with. Oh, double Faceless Void. Not great, but we got him. Okay. Nice. All right, this mage build came together real good. Just that one big turn. Still, of course, missing Lich 2, and you know, Crystal Maiden 2. But Crystal Maiden 2 at this point is just like, it's just the whatever. A very minor upgrade. Also, we're close to Puck 3. Puck 3 would be pretty decent. We're still above. We're still at 29 health. I'm not really feeling any kind of concern about like losing or dying because we've proven we can beat everybody at this table. I think we've beat them repeatedly. These assassin builds. I don't think we've played against Alec down here recently. This one, I don't know how this one will go. They've got a scaled buff. That being said, we're about to hit round 34, so I'm not going to get eliminated on this round. And then we're going to hit round 35, so it's the same logic as we had before round 30. Just sell off, get up to interest, and then just kind of sit on my hands for a turn or two to maximize interest income, and then maybe reroll afterwards. So here's the person we did beat earlier, but with the Bloodthorn. Alright, Tidehunter still got off, so I guess we're good. I don't know who the Bloodthorn hit. I wish I could tell that, but as long as it doesn't hit the Tidehunter, I think we're in good shape. Because he is the big point of that actually wins us these fights against this assassin build, is the fact that they can't get their initial assassinations off on everybody. They can hit, you know, they hit the Lina, they hit the Crystal Maiden, but the Dragon Knight, the Morphling, all those guys were still alive by the end of the fight. So That's a good win. Alright, so everybody is running either an assassin build or... Yeah, actually there's just 2 assassin builds left, so there's no reason to pick up Danger Close because they're actually just going to all be on our side. So we'll pick up Sticky Strike here. And... don't really need Enigma or Tidehunter. Just need the Lich, the Crystal Maiden, and the Pucks. So we'll just kind of stay a little bit spread out here. Hopefully we hit... Actually, we could like hit Expanded Roster. I forgot about that one. What would we do with Expanded Roster? Probably just another Tidehunter, right? Or another Lich. But assuming we get a 2-star Lich, I think Tidehunter would be the pickup. So I'll just buy all these. I would play any of these guys at 2-star if we hit them. And we hit an Expanded Roster. No guarantee we hit the Expanded Roster, of course. We do have really good odds of finding a tier 5 item, though, with the Smuggler and the Embarrassment of Riches. We're probably going to find it. We found a tier 5 item. We didn't find the Expanded Roster, but Bloodthorn or Freezing Wave both seem good. I think I might take Shiva's Guard. I think Bloodthorn's better in general. I really do. But I also know that it seems all of our opponents are running an Assassin's Comp. The remaining 2 are running Assassin's Comp, so I'd rather just have like a Shiva's Guard just like ready to go when they all jump in, you know? Here's the Crystal Maiden. Let's sell these guys. I guess there's actually no chance I'm going to play a Tidehunter, right? Not another one. And if I grab the Expanded Roster, that's the only chance we're going to play it. Alright, so I got a nice good initial Shiva's Guard off. Oh boy. But Morphling's still up, Tidehunter's still up. I think we're good. Maybe it's close. Somehow Morphling doesn't get hit by the Chrono Cube whenever he dashes through it, so that's kind of nice. He doesn't get stuck in it. So we'll still be... No, we got it, okay. It was kind of close. But 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Didn't eliminate them. That was closer than I'd like, though. So I might throw somebody like off to the side to try to bait that Chrono Cube over to this side. Maybe the Crystal Maiden, who we're trying to get him over that way, perhaps. Do I need more Keeper of the Lights? I don't know if 3-star Keeper Light is realistic in any way. Doesn't really seem realistic. Oh, I actually just realized Lena is out of range of my Keeper of Light. I might want to rearrange a little bit. Maybe swap Razor and Lena so that Lena is in range of my Keeper of the Light. Oh, he's getting Pudge Hooked. At least against this opponent, he's Pudge Hooked. Uh-oh, against this opponent, we're losing. Uh-oh. Oh, no, that Anti-Mage, though. There goes our win streak. Okay, now we're in trouble. What went wrong there? Just the wrong thing. We got Bloodthorn. Oh, they have an Assault Cuirass. It's also pretty good. Maybe I'm supposed to Shiva's Guard here? Alright, so it's just a 1v1, so we know who we're up against here. It's the Bloodthorn opponent. I think I just reroll here trying to find Lich and Puck. I think that's better than trying to level up. I could level up, then I have no gold, and I'm just putting in like a 1-star Lich or a 2-star Puck. So I think I'd rather just try to run the chance of hitting the 2 stars here. There it is. Perfect. I wish I had a Refresher Orb for him, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Alright, so we got the Lich ult off pretty quick. That was really good. 2-star Lich ult. He's going to be tanky enough to survive for a second one here in a second. Oh, okay. Go Lich. You got this. Do you? Third one. No. Ah, dang it. Is that enough? Does that kill me? We get another shot. We get another shot! We're at 1! Okay, perfect. Huh. Okay, so they've got a Pudge, so I need to put... I guess Lena in that corner, right? Or, like, Razor. Like, somebody who I just don't care about getting Pudge hooked. And then hope we can reroll enough to find a 2-star puck, or 3-star puck. Not possible, okay. I need to get this Crystal Maiden, like, attacked right away to get her mana up, to get her Shiva's guarded, or not Shiva's guard, Bloodthorn, that's the word. So I'm going to just put her right here, hopefully. Nope, not even close. Ah, the Phantom Assassin crits. It's like one-shot the Dragon Knight. Yeah, dang, so close. Yeah, I think there might have been some kind of formation to beat this out, but did not seem to work out in the end. Well, 6 mages still pretty good in the meta. You know, you do want to get that the 3-star Morphling. You want to get that the Dragon Knight, which if we had held on to all of our Dragon Knights, maybe we could have got him up to 3-star. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how this game turned out. The fact that there was 3 opponents going for Assassins. I guess there's only 2. Or we were the 3rd, right? So there's 2 opponents going for Assassins. We attempted to be the 3rd for a little while. And they still found all these 3-stars. That's pretty tough to beat. The Bloodthorn, we tried to play around it. Didn't quite work out. I think the Bloodthorn still was hitting key targets. And of course, Phantom Assassin with Moonshard. Pretty tough to deal with as well. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure you like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.